We're back with some more Tales of Destiny, guys. Let's see if we can get this properly. It's pretty good. Alright. It's a little bit different, Armitage. This one's more like an RPG and a baseball game together, which is a little bit weird, but it's still very, very cool. But it's just been like, it's very busy, and I understand why you stay away from the stuff. I really do. I don't know, I still enjoy it though. I also find it to be very relaxing. Sorry guys. Back. I don't really spend the money. I'll usually like if I ever spend anything for what it is. Bellcramped, okay. If I ever spend money arbitrage in that regard, it'll be like $1 or $2 at most. Usually it's just, sorry guys. Usually it's to support the devs. Come on, man. There we go. Usually it's to support the devs a little bit, Armitage, like, but I really don't like spending that much more money on that. And as far as time sync goes, I agree with you, it is very much a time sink. But at the same time, like, everything in life is a time sink. But more than that, like, I'll always try to, like, how can I put this a different way? I will try to do other things while I'm playing the game as well. So, like, if I have any kind of, like, what do you call it? Podcasts I want to catch up on, I'll listen to the podcast while I'm playing. Or I'll watch other stuff as well while I'm playing. You know what? I'm getting out of here. How do you run away? And then just walk this way. Yeah, that's not gonna do damage to him. Thanks. There's really no other way to escape? Okay, anyways. I need to go find the dragon that I had before. Seriously, man? I don't know why they have like these invincible characters here. A little odd, man. I need to see more. I need to see more of the map than this. Jeez, they're wrecking me. There we go. Got him. Got him. Die, you stupid tree. Stop casting spells. Don't you love it like when you're playing a game, any kind of game in general? It's like, yeah, that tree was casting spells because you know, that's what trees do. I think that's over there. Hopefully, either that or I made a big circle. I made a big circle. Nice. Oh, good. More guys I can't beat. Let's take a quick look here and see what I'm doing wrong. Where am I heading right now? On this wide open map. Have you played Destiny, Tales of Destiny before, Armitage? Okay, I'm going to Josia. That's what I'm looking for. Alright. Special. Cloak. I will say it definitely has the flaw of some of the older games, which is that there's very much a lot of combat, like way too much combat in some ways. Oh, there goes Gar. But other than that, like the game's still, I still think the game's not bad. It's not the best in the series, unfortunately, though. Okay, be a better healer, please. Thank you. Yellow, maybe? Or is that where I'm going? Nope. Dimos. Purple, maybe? I think purple was Demos or something like that. No. Just Ignacy. Green. Rodion. Of course, it'd be the last one I chose. Alright, cool. We're here. Yeah, teleport, please. There we go. Activate the mirror atomizer device. Activate the MacGuffin. We did it! We don't have many more episodes left. Let's go, Stan. Yes, Skycruiser ahead, full speed. Wait, Hugo, we're not gonna carry out your plans. Wait, Hugo? Okay. No, I don't want. No, stop casting spells. Do, 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 do. Oh, I need to recast my... No, I don't. Never mind. Not yet. Oh no. More girders. If I never see more girders again, I'll be happy. Alright, let's go up. Now they're tempting me with chests here. Damn it. I should skip these chests, but I like chests so much. I've been trained from a young age to go open as many chests as I can get my hands on. Ow. Oh, sorry. Man, you guys have a lot of HP, dude. Oh, nice. I'm glad they turned everyone into stone. I was hoping that would happen. Nice. Yeah, man. I've seen the bees myself. Why is that, Uncut? Ooh, that's an interesting one. A really weird one. What are you? Oh. It's pretty good. Pretty sneaky, sis.
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees!
It's almost like I saw it coming. Oh, nice. So I have to deal with people who cast spells and people who turn into stone. It's good stuff. Did it not work?
Just a second about that. Alright.
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah! Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah!
Why can't you do it? Where is the other one here? Try it again, I'm cut, man. I don't know, it's really weird that it doesn't work. A dual sword. What am I gonna do with that? Oh, it's right here. Where's the blue chest in this area?
I love
Xenogears. No,
It's so bad.
that was me who did it. I'm cut. I triggered it. I've been having some really weird stuff been going on the stream. Like, I'm cut, man. Let me see. Actually, let me see something here. Because like even like pirate wasn't working for me. And it should. Unless I don't have pirate. Oh, I don't actually. Oh, okay. That's why. Because I don't have pirate. Pirate doesn't actually work. It's just there's no exclamation point for it. Okay, never mind. So pirate does work. I would definitely ask you to try bees again though to make sure it does work, please. Let's get out of here. Mercy. What if I equip it to you?
Oh, no, not the
Okay,
beast!
now it's working
Not the
properly. Thank you,
beast!
buddy.
Ah!
Nice. I actually really like that a lot. Heal and recover. I'm good at that. Cool. What kind of special do you have right now? Spells, I mean. Okay, you're still fine. Still waiting for more spells. Is there? It could be that I'm delayed. No. Try and refresh. I'm cut. Because it was going out for me like right away. Even when you did it. Man, these Balrogs suck.
Oh, no, not the beast! Not the beast! Ah!
Is that better for you, Uncut? Still, or is there still a crazy delay? Yeah. Dude, Twitch has been really screwy recently.
The smig!
Silver cape, you say? I don't think anyone can equip a silver cape. I just don't have the space for it. Ooh, not bad. All right, let's get out of here. Oh, I forgot I was gonna tell you, I'm cut. Dude, my school's been going crazy. Like, actually, it's been going crazy. My school's been so weird. I'm pretty sure that they're gonna be trying to pass my class through. Pretty much, almost no matter what. I don't want to say no matter what. Like, you'll be able to fail, but I think it's gonna be a lot harder to fail this one, this class right now. I need someone to cast something for me, so that I'm not anymore petrified, please. They gave us a test. They gave us a test for a module on Friday, for a different module that we haven't done anything in yet. Come on. I need you to keep casting recover, please. It's ridiculous, man. All right, there we go. Yeah, so they hadn't taught the test what was on the test yet. Then they gave it to us, and then she had us fill. Then she filled it out with us to make sure we passed the class. Like a really odd thing, man. Give me a save spots. Do they? I've never experienced that Armitage. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm just saying I've never done it. At the same time, Armitage at halfway you go through all the no, but for a test, before you hand in the test. She gave us the answers, Armitage. Like we did the test. Yeah, we did the test open book, Armitage, and on top of it being open book, because we hadn't learned the material in it on the test, because usually because of COVID they made this module, which is module 1 they call it. Or competency 1 or whatever it's called in this case. Hold on. What am I missing? Anyway, sorry. Usually the module is spread over like 6 to 8 weeks is my guess, or at the very least the modules are separated a little bit differently than that as in general. In this case, they had all 5 classes over 3 weeks. And she's like, yeah, don't worry, no one's gonna fail this class because I'm gonna give you all the answers. Very odd in general, but what I think is happening, Armitage, is that because I have to make such a weird arrangement to the schedule. That's the first reason they're doing it this way. But even more than that, I think it has to do with the fact that the school hasn't got any money from the government in the last 6 months or whatever it is. And each of us is worth like $20,000 when we graduate. So my class is worth like $400,000, something like that, Armitage, for graduation. Yo, what's up, Dark? How you doing, man? This is Tales of Destiny. Or taken rectally. How you doing, Dark man? Yeah, pretty much Armitage. I mean, I don't really mind a lot. So, I'm getting a diploma in my class, which is for pharmaceutical tech. Okay, become a farm tech basically. And the problem with diploma courses is a lot of it is just like faff, you know, or like it's fluff basically. Why can't I figure out where I'm going here? Go ahead, tell Dark. I'd love to hear the weird tale. I'd love to hear the weird stuff, man. Don't kill Gar, please. No, not that, and that's the thing that a lot of people don't quite get. Either Armitage, nothing will be the same. And the worst part of it is, when something else like this happens, it'll be exactly the same. Go ahead, man. You know this game you can get 3 rings. Yes, I do, Dark. Me and Topper were actually playing it together at one point. Would you use multi-tap on the PS1 and make this game multiplayer? Yes, I have. So I actually had to. Funnily enough, Dark, because me and Tap wanted to play this from the beginning, and until Tap decided it was too boring, I had to use Game Shark to bring in more of these rings. So I brought in 55 of them to make sure that we could always play together. And then Tap dropped out because it was boring. But yeah, go ahead and continue with your story. I know you can make a multiplayer. Let's see here. Oh, there's okay. Okay. Apparently this is a second tower. We have the demon arrow, I guess. Oh, that's where Dragon Demon Lance comes from. Cool. This is a second tower. I didn't realize this is just a different tower. Two days ago, due to ISO or due to isolation, not being able to go out, I ended up reinstalling Tinder. Oh boy, didn't realize I had my gender. And in 30 and I got 30 matches with all lesbians. Oh boy, I don't know, Armitage. Maybe you're a really manly girl, you know? No, I'm kidding. Please do not trick him like that. So when I owned this game, I had the rings, unlocked no game. Yeah, of course, unlocked with no game shark. I just wanted from the beginning, Dark. It was about that. Or I know what you mean though. Brought it over to my friend's house because I was on the last disc of the game. The fourth one was my friend's little brother, the healer. You would yell at him to just heal because we were fighting. His little brother got mad, pulled him out the top, pushed him went flying. Fourth disc. Whoa! But this game doesn't have 4 discs, Dark. This game's only 1 disc, but I understand what you mean. The disc went flying and breaks. That's rough. But yeah, this game only has 1 disc, man. There's no space. There's no space for other discs in this box. Only got 1, man. And what's it called? Yeah. FF8 had 3 discs. I think 8 had 3 and 7 had 4 Armitage. But I don't remember. It's been a long time. That still sucks, Dark, man. That's really funny, but that's still awful. Like, you're at the end of the game and the little brother just destroys everything you've done. Yeah, that's it. Dude, it doesn't matter. It's still the same story, right? It's the idea that he destroyed the disc, basically. Whoa, that's rough. Never be able to find a copy to replace it is even worse, man. I'm in a little quandary myself because I lent a buddy movies and a game about 4 years ago, and I haven't spoken to him in 4 years because I just feel been either busy or lazy, and I kind of feel like asking for them back. I don't know. What do you think? I think should I bother? What's it worth now? It can't be. It's not that expensive. It's like what, $100 at most. Tales of Destiny eBay. It can't be that much. Holy crap! What the? Are you kidding me? They're $400 each. Well, Canadian. They're $300 American each. What the crap? Yeah, I know how you. I know that's the problem, Armitage. Also, guys, I literally almost crapped my pants when I saw those games are worth $300 each. I didn't realize that those are my most expensive collection games at this point. Jesus. Yeah, I probably spent about the same amount of money. The game probably cost me $30 at most, Dark. Holy crap, though. I did not know it was that expensive. Jesus. Here I am throwing the game around like it's nothing. Let's make sure. This sounds like a boss time. Let's heal up at least. Nice. You're still pretty good on magic. Hugo. You followed me here. That means Emilio must have failed me. You're finished, Hugo. This is the end of the line for you. Like father, like daughter. Yes, my blood runs in your veins. You're outnumbered by us. You cannot win. Give up now and surrender peacefully. Surrender? You'll never defeat me. Stop deluding yourself. Well, that's where you're wrong. My dear Swordians, do you really remember this sword? Greetings, comrades. It's been a long time. You can't be. That's impossible. You're supposed to be dead. Yes, I'm supposed to be dead. As you can see, I'm right here before you. Now, how can this be? What do you think now? I have in my possession the ultimate Swordian from the Age of the Wars. Do you think you can still defeat me? Yes, we will. I promise, Eileen, you're not gonna win. Promise, Eileen, you're not gonna win. Oh, promise, Eileen, eh? I have a better proposition for you. Why don't you join me? We can build a brand new world together. A new world order can be ours. A new world order can be ours. I agree. Sorry about that. Ma, your words are like ice. Dagger stabbing into my heart. Your true father is asking for your help. You'll never be a father to me. Never. I'm relieved to hear that. Now I can send all of you to your deaths with a clear conscience. No way. Not a chance. We're never going to lose. Then try and stop me. The only thing you have to lose are your pathetic lives. And the hairline cracks out from the center of this. Oh no. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's the absolute worst part, man. Okay, I need you to start casting things, buddy. Start casting Demon Blade over and over again on him. I'll do my best to keep him busy here. How'd you cast Storm? Storm's on option. Ow. I like how no one's doing anything but me. There we go. The person who's not supposed to be using things is healing. Ugh. Got him, dude. Dark. I had a very similar problem. I was at the end of oh, what's the game? Eternal Sonata for the PS3, Dark. Okay, and I'm like, oh, this is pretty awesome. I'm at the last boss. I died to the boss. Okay, I'm like, oh man, that sucks. This boss is difficult. He's hard. Whatever. All right, let's try again. Retry. Sorry. Save corrupted. I'm like, how does a PS3 game corrupt a save? I'd never heard of it before. It never happened to me before. I'm like, I didn't have a second save because I didn't think that was possible. And I was not going to replay the game because it was like a 40 or 50 hour game. I was ready to rage and destroy the game. I was so pissed off, Dark. You did it, Stan. What do you think now, Hugo? We kept our promise. Let's try the other spear. This will restore peace back to the world. Your evil ambitions are finished. You did this to yourself. Rudy, my daughter. What? I am so sorry. What are you talking about? Vesalius enslaved my mind and used me for his ends. I tried to fight him. I had to abandon you because I wanted to. I wanted to protect you from Vesalius, to save him from becoming his slave. I am sorry, my daughter. Hugo? My dear daughter, please show me your face. Just one more time. It's a trick. Father? Faja? Please. Faja! Rudy, wait. Rudy, I am truly sorry. No, please don't die. Atway, please help me. He's dying. It's too late, Rudy. I can't do that, Rudy. No, it's not too late. No. I can't revive a dead person. Atway, please understand, Rudy. No, no, no. I'm sure Hugo found happiness in the end because he was able to tell the truth as your father. And not as Vesalius' slave. Stan. Yes, it is true he found happiness. Who is that? Is it Vesalius? No, you're wrong, child. Who's this? Another final boss? Greetings, my dear Saudians. Have you forgotten about me, the king of Aetherians? Kronos, we defeated you. Yes, I died during the Aether Wars, but this problem was solved for me by Vesalius. It's a good thing you can warp. Your soul escaped in Vesalius? Correct. This is like the third final boss now. Well done, Clemente. Actually, this is probably Clement. Well done, Clement. After all, you were the most intelligent general of the Earth army. So you were controlling Hugo? Naturally. Like I told you, he was a happy man. Whoa, voice acting. I won't forgive you. What did you say? I'll never forgive you. Hold your tongue, little girl. You're trying my patience. You're nothing more than just insects to me now. Insects? Yes, I shall show you firsthand. You shall bear witness to my true powers. I got a friend who has it worse. Remember those 80s Nintendo LCD Game Watches? Kinda. The Game & Watch stuff? Or are you talking more like the Tiger games? Someone took a hammer and... Oh my god. What's a Legend of Zelda watch worth now, Dark? Vesalius? Brother, Behold, behold the power of this Sodium Prime. Sodium Prime? Besides, has evolved. How do you expect to defeat me with normal Sodiums? We never know until we truly try. Then you shall feel its powers, through your meaningless deaths. The power of Sodium Primes. Holy crap, $200 US? That's just rough. Muskelamo. Are you done already? You disappoint me. What is your fighting spirit? Stern, come on. As long as you're here, I shall show you the very moment when the world is swallowed by darkness. No, stop it, Kronos. You, Swordians, must watch this too. This is the moment of victory for the Aetherians. Fire Belkrant. Wow. I mean, let's be fair. It was probably his mom who bought. It was probably his mother who bought him the watch, anyways. But like, imagine like back then compared to now. And I'm sure there are still parents out there who destroy their kids' stuff out of anger and stuff like that. But just like imagine, like nowadays, as a parent, going, I can't destroy this thing. It might be worth like $600 in 20 years from now. You're not even worth killing, no. Sink deep into the sea with Belkrant. Damn it, wait. Farewell, you fools. Traveling on a ship in the darkness isn't the wisest thing to do. Do you guys like the name Fate, by the way? F-A-Y-T-E? Fate? Also, Dark, how are you guys going? Are you guys are you and your family still safe and healthy, by the way? I imagine your kids are starting school this week, right? Or next week. What was that? I can't see anything. Wait, it's a man. Where? Off the starboard bow, rescue him. I used to have a really good friend, guys, and we just grew apart after a while. But I used to have a really good friend, and I would go over to his house to play Nintendo and just hang out in general. But like when we play Nintendo, right? And when this guy would lose, obviously a kid at a time, when this kid would lose, whether it was in a game against the game or against another player, he would literally take his Nintendo controller and smash it and throw it down as hard as he could onto the ground. Like, I've never seen someone beat up their controllers as much as this guy has ever since then. Okay, it's gonna be online. Awesome. Eat a lot of onions. Yeah, you eat a lot of garlic and a lot of onions. You got rid of all those 5G phones in your house. You made sure to put up all that tinfoil along your wallpaper so the 5G rays can't get in anymore, Dark. Aye, sir. Aye, sir. Stan. Oh, are you alright? What? Face? What do you ask? We saw something fall down from the sky on the way to Seingold. We found you adrift on the ocean. Oh no! Where is everyone? Don't worry, they're all fine. They're sleeping. Find you illustration of flashlight. No, I know, Dark. The whole joke is this whole COVID has been people like dummies saying 5G causes COVID. 5G causes COVID. No, 5G does not cause COVID. 5G and COVID are unrelated. I'm so glad. Please rest for a while. The ship is heading for Darshield. We'll let you know when we arrive. Thanks. See you then. Like, it's just weirdos out there. Like, I've heard about. Apparently, one of my New Zealand viewers was telling me that even in New Zealand they had people pulling down 5G towers out of fear. Crazy. This was completely unexpected. What should we do now? There is no choice but to go up there once again on the anti-grav elevator. Can we defeat Kronos? Get some rest for now, Stan. Okay. I never imagined that Kronos would come back to life. It's time for us to get ready. I think I need some more water, guys. Give me a second here. Alright, back, guys. I'm cut. Are you still there, by the way? Although we defeated Hugo, Kronos has been revived. Who is that? Who is that? He's the king of the Aetherians. He was the mastermind behind the ancient Aether Wars. What? We'll go up into the sky again and stop Kronos. That's impossible! Why? Don't write us off before we even try. No, it's not that. No, it's not that. Radiswell's under any control. What? Sorry, what? What happened to Riker? The anti-grav elevator has stopped working. Oh no, we have to. Oh no! We have no contact with Radiswell at all. No, the assistant on board Radiswell managed to escape, but he's unconscious and in critical condition. Pardon my intrusion. What is it? Monsters have begun to descend upon the ground in various areas. They're asking for help as soon as possible. Your Majesty. Just got out of the shower. The Fear Effect games had 4 game discs. Wow, that's a lot of games. That's a lot of discs for any game at all. I had a question for you, buddy. Give me a second, I'll get to it. Yes, go ahead and help them. All you can do right now is protect the cities from these monsters. Yes, Your Majesty. Vims and Melina, go to Armedia. Ashley and Lean, go to Cresta. Izar and I'll protect Hermits. Lewin, you have Darashield. With me. Let's go. Yeah, sorry, I'm cut. So my question is, how many grilled cheese do I have to make and eat to call it a grilled cheese extravaganza? I'm cut. Which are you going to? We can't abandon the people who have been attacked. Right. Harry will turn to Aquavale. What shall we luck? You too. Thanks for your help. No, thank you for your help. Now please excuse me. So what are we doing now? Okay. Oh, he wants to go and help them? Okay. Double digits. Oh man. So you're saying I can't just get away with like 4? Because that's what I was really hoping for. I'm reflecting on it real good. I'm just trying to get with the least amount of work possible. I'm cut, obviously. I also can't eat 10 grilled cheese. Yeah, that sounds like 4 to me. Do I get to count patty melts as grilled cheeses for the extravaganza? Sorry I asked. Give me Cavaliers. No man, 10 grilled cheeses is way too much. Like 4 is my limit, and if I eat nothing else in the day, if I eat nothing else in the day, I'm cut for, and I'm like I've eaten nothing for like 15 hours or something like that. Even 4 is my limit. It's a bread thing. There's just too much bread. Yeah, that would also be a problem too. To be fair, I do eat a lot of cheese. Dark, like that's something I'm less worried about. But very much the bread is what kills me on some of the stuff. I think Hermet's is up here. Are you Hermets? Or your Caval, you know? So there's nothing here? Okay. I hate the fact that they just give me names and no relocations like I'm supposed to remember where I'm going. Just pile on the cheese. Oh, maybe then I can try to do that. I do love a good sourdough. Just pile on cheese. Make it a mountain. I had some what's it called today? Tortellini today, Armitage, and I piled on the cheese onto that, man. Oof, that was good. No, I get what you're saying, I'm cut. But yeah, I love a good sourdough. I've made grilled cheese on a bagel, to be fair. I've made grilled cheese on an English muffin as well. Sure. I don't think there's anything interesting, but I'll take it. Wow. Try toasting a sweet potato. Yeah, but I don't know, man. I'm not like a big sweet potato kind of guy. What's that? Oh, they're useless to me. Okay, let's go. I have no style. How dare you, sir? Some new stats. Sounds good, I'm cut. I don't know. I don't really have to eat anything on stream. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I can potentially eat on stream. Oh, this thing's got a lot stronger. I was expecting like pushovers, but they're definitely not what I'd call pushovers. Like a taro potato. Like taro. Ooh, Wasteland 3. Sounds. I heard it's good. I wonder if all those villages were on the same continent I just came from. I think they were. I think I'm just an idiot who doesn't know where things are. Oh, any luck getting another job by the Armitage? I know you told me last time that you got laid off. What is this place? This is my hometown. I don't care about my hometown. RPG that isn't fantasy. I'd say play Xenogears, but that's crap. Actually, play Star. You can play Star Ocean. Armitage. That's less fantasy. What does Jobkeeper mean? Or, because I thought you said I thought they got because I thought you got laid off. I might just be I might be remembering things wrong is all though. Like that's very possible for me. That's fair. The only other one I can think that might be what you want, maybe Wild Arms, but Wild Arms still feels very fantasy. Oh, okay. Hey man, whatever it takes to keep you in jobs, man. It's not like people are gonna need less construction, you know. I think I'm gonna go back to where I came from. For now, but it'll change. Taking back to Sign Gold, please. Take me back. What's this? You heard the old abandoned factory exploded? Quite right. I think it's just in Sign Gold. Yeah, that's what it comes down to. Hey man, I can't blame you. The Canadian government just told me, and I don't think it applies to me, but because I don't think they knew I was going back to school. But they told me that they pretty much increased the. So Canada's willing to pay people up to $12,000 to stay home for whatever as many months it took to get them to $12,000. It was usually that's about 6 months worth for them, and they just increased it to $14,000, so one extra month. I don't think it'll apply to me though. I'm already in school. I'll still try to get it, but I don't think I will. Yeah. Oh man, the Canadian government was really quick on their feet. They just pay out the money because it's like they wanted us to stay home, so we stayed home. What are those places again? Before I forget. Like, it was hard to find a job, man. Not just here. Like, well, but here for sure, but not just here. Harmens, Cresta, and Armedia. Okay. What do you mean done? You mean like what did Sweden do? Because I don't know. I haven't been following other countries that closely, except for the U.S. Hello. Yeah, for sure. Some. But then what they do? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, if they didn't make people stay home, how'd they stop the spread? Oh, I also need to do something here. Hold on. Spells. Wrong one. Special Philia. Cloak. Cool. I don't know how, so I can't say that it's a perfect system, Armitage, because I don't know what the numbers are like in Sweden already. Like, I don't know how many people, I don't know how much spread they have in their towns or their large cities, and I don't know how many people live in Sweden. Obviously, the more spread out you are, the less dense an area is, and the smaller the population, the easier it is to control things, even at that point. In Montreal, it's almost impossible. Like, they had to shut people down because people were just being dumb. What are you? You are Cresta. All right. How's my orphanage? Are the kids all right? I'm sure they'll be fine. I sure hope so. I have a bad feeling. Let's go to the orphanage then. Get away from me! Watch out! No! Why, you? Just like a random monster? An ogre. Yeah, some random monster. Okay. You alright? Come on. Lean! Ashley. Let's bring him inside. Oh, we killed all the monsters. I never thought that was to happen. It's not your fault. Yes, but... this happens to him because I went outside. No, Charlotte, it's not your fault. But... he's strong and tough. This is like getting a scratch for him. Yes, something like that. Hey, don't come back to life so quickly. You scared me. Hey, I'm not dead yet. Elena, you alright? As right as I can be. I'm tough enough to take this. I'm fine, so don't you worry about me anymore, okay? Really? Yeah. Now go over there and play with the others. Okay, thank you, mister. Just call me Lean. Okay, thanks, Lean. No, it's better. Your pop isn't high, but they still have some dense public areas and manage to keep numbers low with the economy and bankrupting small businesses. So even in Montreal, Armitage, even when they closed people down, we were still probably one of the higher, one of the places in Canada that had the higher infection rates, just based on like how crappy Montreal can be sometimes. Either way, now that I think about it and enjoy my chicken. Yeah, fair enough, Armitage. I won't talk about it anymore then. Lean, you're such a fool. What are you talking about? You're not being honest. No, it's because I know because I treated your injuries. Well. It's not fatal injury or anything, so please don't say anything in front of me, in front of her. Wow, that's pretty bad, man. They've let up here, thank goodness. Oh, that's rough, dude. There's a lot more to talk about, but I don't want to get into too much. What kind of 80s anime have you been watching, Armitage? Or which ones, I should say.
Hot stuff coming through.
No, this is not the Good Tales games, you know. That's the one you're playing. Report. The king sent for you. This has awakened. Really? But we can't leave Cresta. Don't worry about it. I can protect a town or two by myself. Don't overdo it. You're not in good shape. What's against situations calls for extraordinary measures like that? Besides, I want to fight. Or maybe I'm just playing crazy. This is the good Shen Bolt. So Neon... are just going through soundtracks? That's fair. Actually, Armitage, one of the best people to ask about old, crappy 80s anime with good music is Neon. Neon loves going through the old garbage and watching that. Actually, honestly enough, Armitage, there is one more anime I can tell you about that I loved. Check out this one. This one has some pretty good music too. Dirty Pair. I think it was Dirty Pair Flash, and Dirty Pair OVA were the three that came out. Yo, what's up, Neon? Neon, you see, you and Tap asked me to do more eating streams. You literally asked me to do an eating stream. Okay, Neon, and then what happens? I ate on stream and you weren't there, Neon. No, it's not like Golden Boy Armitage. You did, Neon. I did, Neon. Yes. Let's see here. Copy. There you go, buddy. No problem, Neon. This is Dirty Pear Flash. I don't know. I don't remember the original Dirty Pear. I think it's just called Dirty Pear. But it might just be. It might be Dirty Pear Flash. Advertised. Yeah, Dirty Pear Flash was very good. It's like Thelma Louise the anime. Armitage. Yeah, that's Dirty Player. Yeah, that was good too. Oh, Neon, check it out. I made a new video for Skeeb. Neon, I'm honestly embarrassed to say how long I spent on this video. Let's just say it was too long and leave it at that.
If you've got a big thirst and you're gay, reach for a cold, tall bottle of...
Man. What do you mean? Wow. Wait, what are you doing? The Pokeball was okay. It was okay, Neon. Honestly, I'd rather just have sushi than Pokeball. Sabaline, you should rest and recover. Thank you, Neon. I appreciate it. Like I said, it took me way longer than it should have. I was learning a few extra things inside the DaVinci program. Next time I make a cut, next time I do a cut, I'll be a little bit better, just based on not knowing how some things worked. We won't go to Dark Show unless I do something like this. But it was definitely my most ambitious edit to date. Don't say the big picture. It's just simple logic. I'll protect Cresta, so then what should we do? What should we be doing? Alright, I get your point, but don't do anything crazy. Also, is this kid on the toilets? Like right next to my video? Like he's clearly going to the bathroom, right? I already am. Well, that's more than enough. Let's go. Yes, sir. You should go with him. The key to saving the world is that sword, right? I'll protect these children. You better, please. Yeah, look at this kid. He's in the bathroom the whole time. Like, what is this? This is not okay, game. What? I can go to the bathroom by myself. Like, what? Look at this. You can literally walk in on a kid in the bathroom. There's a stove here and a sink. And it's a plant. It's an arrangement of flowers. Like, whoa. Too much work sometimes. Alright, let's get a save going. We're done in this town. Looks like a dookie. So how come we're not streaming tonight, Neon? Any particular reason, or just night off? Sorry. Cool. Did you finish up Dark Souls yesterday? Dark Souls 2? You need to clean around the house. Neon, no one believes for a second that you know how to clean. a pretty face like that, with the hands as smooth as a baby's bottom, no one believes for a second that you clean anything. Yeah, man, I never tried poke before or pokeball. I'm not gonna lie, it was okay. Like I like sushi. This is just like sad deconstructed sushi, and the pokeball place was fine. Like all the quality ingredients was not the issue here. Can I go upwards? I can go upwards. Not exceptionally much, but I mean it makes sense that there'd be more like a corn. Corn is bloody cheap. Like it's definitely not like in the US, man, where it's like they pile on everything extra onto the bowl. This is Canada, man. Everything is measured out. It's like what's that? You get it's like one exact scoop of corn. By the way, Neon, are you learning kanji as well as Japanese or just Japanese? We finally meet Stan. Been here a long time for you. Came here for you to help you, but first we want to see if you're worthy of our help. We test you to find out. Sure. I think you're a crest, an arch. Sounds good, Neon. Let Armitage, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out, man. I appreciate it. Stay safe, Armitage. Crap. I think we got to go. I think we have to get some kind of like question guide. Hey guys, this is gonna be a tough one. Sodium. Hold on. Oh, there it is. 4. Three, go. Which one's not a driving game? It's Galpless. It's gapless. It's Eruption. Combo command. Following is the name of the equipment shop in Janos. Isn't it? It's Borderline. Samba. That white water. Whoa. So disc. What kind of disc is it? Or a disc. Well, Pokemon will make your partners only defend or heal themselves. They're mine. 23. Today. Sorry, guys. Also, Kimigure Orange Road. I used to watch it when I was younger. The love triangle was so frustrating. The love triangle, yeah. Love triangles in general can be very frustrating in anime. It's 100% true. A black onyx. Softy cream. $22. What's also the character Heihachi? It's Mishima. %6. Terazi Castle. Oh man. It's the order of the, what's it called there? Zodiacs there. 26. Lenses, obviously. And evil, but mostly lenses. Next to Alba's cabin. Nude stats. Where can I get them? Fast food SP Burger. Old King. Isn't it at white? Yeah, at white. Shidan. Restores HP and TP completely. Archery skills. That's a passport, buddy. They produce lens products. 37. Jeremy Below is from Namco Arcade's classic Dig Dug. Fire. Sorry, I'm a little tired right now. Maybe 7, right? Yeah. Search lens. This is our media. $15. Rast fish. Hugo's last name. Gilchrist. Pac-Man released in the 1980. Fooey, obviously. Branch manager for Oberon Corp. Cavaliers. Harmets. Filia, it's Clemente. Last question. What's the name of the war that took place between the Earthians and the Aetherians? World War II. Or the Aether Wars. I'm gonna help you like I promised. Here you go. Ooh, we got throw sword. I'll never use it. It's a little gift for me. I hope you like it. Yeah, I don't need that either. I was gonna leave town to save. I think I'm just gonna So I think I'm just going to save state. Man, can you not have a fight every 2 steps? That'd be great. It's locked, so it's not here. Yo, what's up, Tap? What's going on, man? What's so funny? I'm gonna save for my right here. Yeah, I know. And apparently he's sponsored by it. It's weird. Kinda, man. It's kinda how it goes. Do I just run? Am I done? Is that it? Do I just run around this place? This is very confusing to me. Sorry guys, 1 second here. So how are you doing tonight, Tap? How's Toe Jam and Earl? Oh, okay, I see. I only have to do one of the areas, not multiples. Alright, they're done. Check my VOD now? Okay, buddy. I'll wait for you to come back and I'll talk to you then. Oh, you're still watching your phone? Yeah, I think I fixed the what's it called? The stream. You should have access to like a whole bunch of different versions now, Tap. So now you can watch in 480p to your heart's content. I don't want to be here. I want where's the inn? It's deconstructed sushi, Tap, is what it is. It's supposed to be Hawaiian, but I don't know if it actually. I don't know if the place I was at was doing it Hawaiian. Am I still in special? Yeah, I'll just change to retro. Give me a second, I got it, buddy. Thanks. No? I've had that cam for a while. It's the one I usually use for D&D. So, but I've used it for other things as well. I just set it up so that you guys can see me and eat me and the food at the same time. What do you think? What do you think of the setup? Do you feel like you saw me and the food? Good. I was a little bit worried about the setup, but I mean, it turned out to be pretty good in the end, so I was happy. Well, I just forgot to move the keyboard before I started, so I'm like, just put up where I can. The scientists and the generals are waiting for you in the wardroom. Upstairs, come there. Sure, buddy. You're the king, but I'll just go see your generals instead. I'm cut. What I say was, I'm cut. So, Tap, should I do more eating streams that you're telling me to do? It's okay. No, it's not chicken sushi, Tap. So poke bowl, I'm pretty sure, is supposed to be Hawaiian. But they also offer, because we're not in Hawaii, so they don't offer things like Spam and anything like that, because no one really eats Spam in Canada. We're not weird Australians who love Spam. But they do a whole bunch of fish. No, it's not nuts, it's corn. Tap. Yeah, I was really in the mood for rice today, which is why I picked up the bowl. Like, I really want rice and I don't feel like cooking anything. Are you feeling better? Yeah, thanks so much. Thanks everyone. What else times? Let's start. Just take your seat. But it's pretty much deconstructed sushi, Tap, is what is all it pretty much is. Please start your briefing. Here's a blueprint for the multiplexed lens cannon. This cannon is designed to destroy the Aether Sphere. Yeah, that's I'm cut just for you. I think that'd be an amazing stream for you to do, Tap. I don't understand at all. What is this multiplex lens cannon? It's a device to focus the energy of multiple lenses and to fire an energy beam. Just before the fall of Radisrol, these blueprints were developed as the Aether's last hope. Can this weapon really destroy the Aether Sphere? I'll ask our engineer to Reyes to report on his findings. Our calculations show that the destruction of the Aether Sphere is possible even at 70% power output of the weapon. Are there any technical problems? Please show us our country. Okay. Next. You guys are literally arguing about stuff that's not important. Imagine the smell. What's some other tasks we'd like to work on? Like what? Multiplex lens cannon won't be able to destroy the Aether Sphere completely. The battle will never be over unless you go to the Aether Sphere and defeat Kronos. So what do you want us to do? Our first priority is to repair the Draconis. We can't do anything until it can fly again. We can reach the Aether Sphere with the Draconis since the Aether Sphere is lowered in altitude due to its own weight. I'll take the lead on this. Please come to me for a detailed explanation later. Sorry. Our second priority is to upgrade the power of the Swordians. Is that possible? According to Commander Riker, there's a Swordian research lab somewhere. If we find it, we maybe find something that will help us with that. I'll find out more about this. I've already assigned Lowen to march over the multiplex lens cannon. Please help us to save our world. Alright, you can count on us. Yes, we're all depending on you. Cool. Not really, Tap? Probably. I mean, Tap, I separated that video already, so I'll kind of like edit it and cut it down a little bit more. And I'll put that up on my second channel, basically, and I'll title it in such a way that some people will check it out, hopefully. But that was always the plan, was to use it as like more content. Go visit all the restaurants when it shut down. It's an option, but I don't know, man. I don't want to spend a lot of money. That's the problem. Like if I'm already gonna eat something, it's not an issue. But driving downtown, finding food, everything like that, it's not always fun, man. I heard there's a place called the Sorting R&D Laboratory somewhere in this world. I learned directly about it. Can you tell us, where's the research facility? The lab was located in the mountains north of Armedia, but you should be able to see it now. The lab was in plain view since the mountains surrounding the lab were destroyed by Belkrans. Exactly. Okay. A special kind of metal to repair the Draconis. Yes, you need the bioalloy Belisium. Fortunately, no idea where we can find it. I wouldn't be surprised if there's still some of that alloy left in Cavaliers' junkland. It makes sense for us to look for it there because there's a town that was built on top of an ancient industrial waste site. Alright, we'll go and find it. If you find it, please bring it back to the Draconis. The repair crew waiting for you. Good luck. So, by the way, Tap. Dude, I can't do bank keys. That's a lot of so bank keys itself is already hard to let's go to find parking near. $15, $16 in the end, Tap. It was expensive. I mean, it was filling, but it was expensive. Like for $16, Tap, I would have been better off getting like a pound of roast beef and just eating roast beef. Like not good roast beef, brisket. Sorry, smoked briskets. But at that, which I think was 19 near my house, and I'm like, I thought the poke bowl was gonna be cheaper than that. That's the problem. Pretty much, Tap. That's the problem, which is also one of the reasons I was not a huge fan of the poke bowl. It was just a little bit. It was like just overpriced. Yo, Juddy. What up, brother? How you doing, man? Let's see what we got here. Hold on a second, guys. Let's do the Sordian place first, because I think the other place is a little bit long for tonight. I'm sorry to tell you, Neon, but sorry, not GS. Floor Tap already beat you to it. Oh, dude, that's amazing. Raid! I don't want to say anything bad about it in general. I will say it's always amazing who and what Raid Shadow Legends will sponsor. And that's not even a dig at GS, it's really not. Just in general, it's crazy. Raid Shadow Legends. Exactly. Is this sorting R&D lab? Yes, it is. We were born here. But there's nothing here. This is the entrance. The actual facility is deep inside. It's very hot here. We'll have to go inside. You've never heard of Raid Shadow Legends before today? Really? Hold on, what's this about now? What's this about de-skibbing?
And just when you think they're about to break apart, dots fly together!
Wow, again? Yeah, I saw the title. I didn't realize he was gone again. Like it's just been like I'm not awake, so it's like it's hard for me to tell. Can I change my equipment? That'd be great. Can you guys kill him or what? Like. That makes me sad, man. I hate when Skibby does this crap, man. Yeah, he's not banned, Neon. If he was banned, he'd be banned. Did he say he's done permanently this time, Tap? It's sad either way, dude. Whoa. Okay. Ooh, that's a good one. I don't know, man. Like I definitely hate it when it happens. Even if Skibby can't stream, I still like talking to the dude. But I mean, to be honest with you, like I really like his streams because I got to hang out with Skibby more than like Skibby was streaming. Why could that be done? Wow. Just wow. Oh man, I didn't mean to do that. I gotta reset this. If only there wasn't goddamn monsters everywhere around here. I think it was from a place called Mushi, Top. Do you want me to get the name for you? Every time you step a little too far, this thing resets the goddamn puzzles. Ooh, even better, even better version. Hellfire, wow. We're getting some pretty good stuff right now. Explosion! I don't want that on him right now. Oh. Dude, I feel you on that one, man. I was tempted not to stream tonight as 2 Juddy, not because I don't want to play like anything, but mostly I still want to like it really is an enthusiasm thing, man. If not for IMCOT, I would just stream my mobile game all the whole time. You know, Neon, I wonder if I can get the Baseball Superstars to sponsor me. Dude, they don't want what like even like I don't even know why Raid like sponsored GS. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. And to be fair, I maybe it's like it could just be like an affiliate program that he has. I don't know. Like I'll have to ask him what the details about later. Probably. But I also mean it's like I think it's just an affiliate program, Neon, where like you get yourself like a link like he has, and they pay, and they determine your sponsorship based on how much. Oh, why did that do that for? And they base your sponsorship around how many signups you get, I would assume. But I don't know. I could be wrong as well. No, I don't think they would turn you down. That's not what I meant. I don't know if that's the place, Tap. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't know if it's Mushi at all. That's what I'm saying. I can find the name for you if you want. What's the street address, Tap? If you don't mind me asking, not the actual full address, but like this, just the street address. Like what street is it on? I'll tell you if that's I'll tell you if that's the right one. No, that's not. That's the number. Beam shield, nice. I'll take it. Yeah, that's the place. They have, you can probably find that on Uber Eats or Skip the Dishes or something stupid like that, Tap. If you really are inclined to see it. The crap is this? Like, what is this puzzle? Oh. Aha. That should hopefully do it. Nope. Okay. No, they don't offer different sizes of bowls. Yeah, that's the one, dude. Dude, like you said, dude, we have to remember one thing. Like Pokeball is like this whole hipster style thing. You know, man, like it's just what it is. Alright, let's see here. Not like that. Oh, hold on. Just like this. That's like that. That's fine. I think that'll do it. Okay. Not there yet. Like that. Okay. This one here. Like that, like that, like that, and like this. Maybe like this now? There we go. Cool. Ooh. That is definitely a bright side. Where are we? This is the power reactor for the Sodium R&D lab. Power reactor? This is the super high temperature reactor that gives birth to the Swordians. So what are you doing now? Put some reactor, obviously. But you're gonna be alright? We'll feel some pain, but we'll survive. As long as our corticals are unharmed, we'll be fine. Did you say some pain? The world is dependent on us. Be strong. Alright, let's get over with. Here we go! Arrgh. Ooh! Aye! Ugh! Is there anything wrong? Are you alright? Not yet, Stan. Nothing's out yet. Something's wrong. Stop them. Hey, Tenno, you said some pain. I thought I was gonna die. I'm sorry, but if I hadn't said that to you, you wouldn't have hesitated, right? Damn it, that's why I don't like intellectuals. At any rate, I think we met our objectives here. I feel more powerful than before. We'll be able to go up against Kronos now. No, we will defeat King Kronos. Let's get going then. All we have to do now is repair the Draconis. Apparently. How are we doing on levels, by the way, for Mr. Gar? It's pretty powerful, that's for sure. Special skills. It's a little tough for having them disabled, I'm not gonna lie. So you made your onion rings at home, Juddy? Is it a lot of work to make onion rings at home? But yeah, Tap, I don't know, man. Like, whatever it was, the bow is kind of like whatever. Like I will never get another Pokeball as long as I live. At least I will not pay for one. It was not worth it. I'd rather just get sushi. I said most of these things in the video. Pretty much. And again, Tap, I'm sure the place was good. Like honestly, the place didn't taste bad. I think it was just that was the issue. It was just that was the place. Sorry, not the place. That was just how it went, you know. Pretty much. Oh, and Tap. Okay, so you're asking me. You know what? I don't want to. These guys suck. Let's fight. Let's do something else. I can't do damage to. Can I do damage to them? No, I can't do damage to them. Let's do something else. I changed the FPS. Apparently I was on. Apparently I was on 60 FPS, for whatever reason. Though I didn't set it that way last time. Can you escape? Jeez, are you kidding me? I have access to... Why the heck? I mean, it's always in the rectum, isn't it? Is it? Yo, guys, what do you have played to, buddy? It auto updates, tap. Alright. Idiot's dead now. I didn't do anything. I think it just auto updates tap, honestly. Oh, hello. RC rod. Those who are enchanted by the blossoms of fire should be burned by them. What is that? What is its name? I think it's explode. The world giver shall draw the unwary into its world of death. What is its name? Is it vortex? A symbol of wanton and a cycle of flame is a vortex. That makes sense, guys. Eh? Flame vortex mastered. Let's try it out. Fire was really good. Let's change it up for flame for hellfire right now. But I do want hellfire back. Down. Alright. Guys, how are you enjoying WoW at the very least? Are you still having fun with it? Because that's the most important part, dude. You only played every day for 3 hours a day, yeah. Yeah, that's a crappy. I don't need that skill. Thank you though. Hey, dude, as long as you're having fun, man. But yeah, I can easily believe it take up all your time. Easily believe that. That's how WoW goes, man. I understand it. It's just I don't have time to play them. Is all, tap. But other than that, guys, how you been, man? Sorry, yes, tap. What I was trying to say earlier was, as far as like the internet upgrade that I got today. So Bell Canada calls. Yeah, she was playing FF14. It's kind of funny. I saw Tanya playing FF14 and she was sitting on like 40 viewers after one day. And I watched Zero play FF14 for like 6 months or whatever it is. And he's still sitting at like 6 to 8 viewers. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, top. So every single version of the internet that Bell sells you, they call Bell 5. I don't know why they call it Bell 5, but they call it Bell 5. Because I asked the technician who came today. So I already had a wire running through the place that for the internet, and it was not a fiber optic wire. So they can't put an actual fiber optic wire in today. I don't know why they would, and yet they still call everything 5 on their systems. It's a really shitty, scummy thing that they're doing, but like there's nothing really you can do about it. So it's just silly, man. No, I'm on DSL. I was on DSL then, and I'm on DSL now. But now I'm on fiber optics DSL. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry, man. You can't call something 5 if it's not fiber optics, dude. That's silly and scummy. Yeah, that. To be fair, top. That's probably what it is. So now it's directly connected instead. Sure, I'm on fiber. Small print, mate. Read the small print. Leave out the R for sayings. You got it exactly right, Neon. The R is for suckers. But yeah, so tap. So I went from a 25 meg download or so whatever it is, or 25 meg line to a 500 meg line apparently today. Yes, it is. You're right, Tap. It's not DSL anymore. Now it's fiber. Yeah, 500 meg, dude. I didn't check it. We can check it right now if you want. Do you have a website you want me to check it on, Tap? We're just getting some water, guys. Any speed test site? All right. It's not that competitive. It's not that competitive here, guys. We have the big three who do their best to keep anything that's smaller out. All right, let's see this go. Connecting. How's that, Tap? Probably. We can try the latency if you want. If anytime you want, anytime Tap. There you guys. 500 downs, 350 up, with one ping. Oh, I forgot. You don't have a computer. Your computer's dead now. I totally forgot about that, Tap. I'm sorry about that, dude. Well, at least they weren't lying. What happened to what, Geyser? Nice. That's awesome, Tap. Oh, to Tap's thing, yeah. I guess I'll keep playing for now, guys. Especially because you guys are talking. I was gonna stop, but I can keep going for now. I have to go to Cavaliers, that's right. I'm going back to Australia, boys. Yo, what's up, Mick? How you doing, buddy? What do you mean, gig, Geyser? Are you talking to me or Tap, by the way? What do you mean gig? Oh, you mean the school? School's fine, Geyser. It's boring as hell right now because a lot of teachers are just reading out of the books. Like even on Friday, you know, you had one woman blew up in the teacher's face for asking us questions that we had no idea what's going on about. Respect. Yeah, it's 1 day a week in class for now. After next week, it's going to be working in a pharmacy. If I can find a pharmacy, I'll take me. Yeah, I heard, Tap. That's rough, man. How many people are in your class? Mick, how you liking Fall Guys? And Neon wants to know if you're going to be playing some Raid Shadow Legends soon. We don't. Wow. Well, there's your answer, Tap. I mean, guys, he is in the U.S. and there's no mask laws there, man. It's bring a mask if you want a mask. Oh, by the way, Geyser, that baseball game came out on Monday. I have no idea if it released in Australia in the end. And I've been playing it almost non-stop when I haven't been at school. And while I've been in school, too. I don't know. I've heard there's a lot of people that just aren't enforcing mask staff, so I couldn't tell you. I want to stay outside this town. The old dirty floppy umbrella raid. Sorry, Mick. I couldn't help myself from asking. Hello. Thank you. Is there something I can do to stop myself from taking so much damage here? Oh, I can buy stuff to help my... Love you too, Mick. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being such a cheerful, awesome, sweet boy. Please have a great day, and get some good sleep in, man. I need to find a place to... You know what? Let me reset this to a state where I'm not taking so much all my damage and dying. Bro. Ah, guys, we're just making fun of a streamer who got he's doing promotion for Raid Shadow Legends today. That's all, Geyser. It's not because we want people to play Raid Shadow Legends. Oh, there's an inn right here. That's fine. Yeah, I'm sure it is, Geyser. It's not my cup of tea. And I'm willing to play anything, Geyser. I mean, look at Floor Tap. He's always shilling for Toe Jam and Earl. Give me all the neutralizers, please. Thank you. Which Legends, I do get a free hero one, so use the link in the description. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Like boobs? Yes. Are you socially odd? Yes. Then come on down and play the game. They'll embarrass you and make people think you like looking at green orc nudes on your phone. Raid Shadow Legends. Look. Sorry. Raid Shadow Legends. Join the fun. You definitely made... Juddy. God damn it, Geyser. Look what you caused now. You just made Juddy go download the game. So guys, tell me what your dinners this week, man. Eat anything good? You know, I feel like I can actually equip this to him instead for right the second. Yeah, Dark Seal for right now. Get some more XP going. Oh, what's this? Ooh, more corn muffins. Nice. Have you learned to make your own corn muffin mix yet? Deli boots are a good option. Wallaby flanks. Ooh. Geyser, can you do me a favor? Dude, I know what challah is. I eat challah all the time. It's delicious stuff. It's egg. It's especially also egg bread, which is even better. Geyser, can you do me a favor, if you don't mind? Could you either find me a photo or take a picture of the wallaby flank? I want to see what it looks like. Cooked or uncooked, I don't care. So I'm super interested in like that, like an alternative meat. Like I don't know if I want to eat it anymore. Like at one point I think I wanted to eat it, but I don't know if I want to eat it anymore. But it was something that was always kind of interesting to see. A helm, cool. Eat it. Ooh, a star helm. Ooh, tender roast. Sure, let's toss some stuff in there, why not? Eat well and beat it. Yeah, guys, you missed. Okay. Oh, interesting. That's a really, really interesting like cut of meat. How does it kind of like give it a like? Can you kind of explain how it tastes in the end, Geyser? That looks super weird and interesting to me. Also, guys, you missed my my food stream that everyone wanted me to do. Even Neon Punk, who forgot that he asked me to start doing food streams. I kind of had goat. To me, goat's just... So I've had goat in Indian food, and Indian goat just tastes like beef to me. But it's also in like... It's also been stewed for like forever. Look what, Neon? Look what? Look, there go. Oh, there goes reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Where are those neuralizers? It's very easy. Thank you very much. There it is. Neuralizer. Thank you. Take that star helm. Thank you. No, I'm not a big fan of oxtail. I'm also not a big fan of ox tongue. Okay, fair enough. Like I've had rabbit before, and I've had some goat. I don't know if I've had squaw. No, not squaw. Not pigeon. What's that really, really small bird called? Is it squaw? I always just felt like that oxtail was just like a really just fatty and like tough. Like I never really saw a reason to pick it up or to eat it. Quail. I think I've had quail before, but I mean I don't remember liking quail either. No, it's quail. Quail punk. Quail neon. I feel like you would like. I feel like you would love quail, Geyser. You never oh, I keep forgetting you don't have turkey. Yeah, it's true. Turkey is good. It's a little bit dry. Like sorry, a lot of people make it really dry, but if you don't dry out the turkey, it's very good. And if you deep fry it, it's even better. I've never had a guinea hen actually. What like is it just tastes like a chicken in top like? Oh, there's a hole in both these areas. I gotcha. Oh, there's a dead end. Nice. I went the right way. Get a small chicken. No, not even like chicken. Geyser. I would actually deep fry like a whole turkey. So like not like you don't bread it or anything like that. You just deep fry it. Oh, a Cornish hen is a guinea hen. Okay. What would be gross? Deep frying a whole turkey? No, man, it's delicious. It actually keeps the turkey moist. No, man, it's honestly it's really good. Here, I'll see if I can find you a quick photo of it, of the one I usually the one I really find access to. Here you go, buddy. This is what they look like. Honestly, that's the one thing I miss the most about trucking and the going to the US is being able to go to what do you call it there? Arby's. Going to Arby's and especially getting deep fried chicken sandwiches are one of the most thing I miss the most. Not really, Geyser. I think it's what, $1 a pound or something like that on specials. When it gets close to the holidays, it gets a lot worse. On terms of price goes. Tap, what's a turkey cost nowadays, Tap? I feel like you would know better than I would. It's very abundant. It's very popular during certain times of the year, Geyser. A whole turkey for $90. There you go. No, I don't wish I had been born American. I just wish that Canada had some of the variety that America does have. Also, being Quebec kind of like screws up that whole thing too. So Arby's does exist in the rest of Canada. Geyser, but I don't know if they do the deep fried turkey thing in the rest of Canada either. But I mean, just because I miss deep fried turkey isn't a reason to want to live in America. There's a lot of problems there that I would rather not deal with. And I'm always thankful every day that I live in Canada and I'm taken care of by the Canadian government. As a Canadian citizen, I mean. Donatelli Drumpf. Sometimes, yeah. Like, that's pretty accurate, Tap. I'm not gonna lie. And, like, Quebec has a lot of different weird cultures all, like, mixed together. But it's not even about culture something. It's more like, also, like I said, variety is a big issue. Seria bom. Right. Especially depending on where you go, yeah, man. Man, this trash maze sucks. Geyser. It wouldn't change anything, man. Okay, guys, I'll come back soon, buddy. You wouldn't have been able to be here during COVID, dude. So how is 160p working out for you, Tap? Fantastic, just okay. Good. Everything's visible. Are you enjoying the game at its original definition? That's true. Any word on your new laptop that you want to get? Oh, I think cast that spell again. Jeez. Nice. So right after you catch coronavirus on Monday, you'll get to find out about your new laptop. Ooh. $1,000 is pretty good for tap. I don't know, man. You can get like a good PC for $1,000 if you want tap. I just don't know if you want it. I just don't know if you want a PC versus a laptop. What am I looking at here? That's what, right? Okay, that's fair. Like I know usually tap when I'm putting together a computer for myself, it costs me about 700, and I skimp on like a graphics card. And if I get a good graphics card, it would probably cost about $900. Good to decent. You got that. Yeah, man. Dude, you use the money to pay off your debt as soon as possible. Yeah, no, man. I understand that for sure. The laptop is really nice in that regard. It's true. I didn't think of that. If you're sleeping in a cab, it's not as bad. You can still kind of get away with a tower. But yeah, I definitely kind of. It would have been nice if I had a laptop at that point. I wasn't willing to spend money on one though. Like I just used my phone. I said forget about it. Yeah, man. Sorry, no, I didn't bring my tower in the cab. That was my plan, was to bring my tower in my cab. I was looking into getting a tower that was about 1 foot by 1 foot square. Nice, I like a tap. But yeah, I have a really small motherboard, so I was looking into getting like a 1 foot by 1 foot tower in the end tap, and my plan was to bring that around with me. But in the end, I said screw it. I didn't bother. I really didn't care that much in the end, so I used my phone and I bought a TV for $60, or no, it wasn't $60. I think it was $40. A++. I think it was $40, something like that, on special. And then I was gonna bring my PS4 around, and then I started bringing my PS4 with me, tap. And I was gonna use my using my PS4 to like watch TV and movies and stuff like that. That's all. Whatever. I'm not dealing with that chest. This whole long dungeon. I want to get through it. Sounds alright. Yeah, but that's also not on special. I've seen them. I've seen it go as low as $1 a pound too. Especially if you don't mind like hormone-ridden chicken, which I don't. Are you kidding me? That's about right. I mean, also, to be fair, also 15 pounds of chicken is a lot of chicken. You can also get like a 4-pound turkey as well. Can you? No. But you can probably get like a 7 to 10 pound turkey though, which you can get, which is about $40. And even 10 pounds of turkey is a lot. Yeah, I set it up for his intro into the channel, like when he shows up and says something. But if he's done on Twitch, I don't know what to do anymore. Like, I'll still set up for him when he comes in, but like, I think he will come back too. Again, I kind of wish Skeevy understood that. Like, I just like that we just like to talk to him, whether he streams or not, because he's a good friend of ours. So yeah, guys, what I was trying to say is, it wouldn't matter if you had the kid or not. You would not have been here this summer anyways. Coronavirus hit in March, you guys would have canceled your trip for sure. 100% guarantee. Oh, I know what I'm doing right now. Look how clever I am. Yeah, pretty much. And don't get me wrong, guys. You can travel now. The issue is, first you have to travel here, and you wouldn't have known until like June. You could have come here. You could just move to Newfoundland, and then you would have to spend 2 weeks quarantining here. So 2 weeks of your vacation would have spent quarantining, which is just crap. A kind of a waste of time, you know? Look how smart I am. SMRT. I mean SMART. Look at this, guys. Look how smart I am. Smart man solves basic puzzle. It's up here. I think it's just a shortcut back. Let, as opposed to force. No, they didn't let him in. Tap. He wasn't Latino enough. What? This is not where I'm going? Thunder. I did all this for nothing? Ugh. Whoa. That's coming up soon, guys. Guys, you're not on Coney Island? That guys are. Yeah, you're not on Coney Island, New York City proper? Did you really, Neon? I never realized like how popular like it actually is. Like, people talk about it all the time, but it always looks like it's empty whenever like you see it in like a movie or anything like that. Corona? You mean Coney? Tap. Neon, tell us about the Coney Island hot dogs. Is it worth getting coronavirus to go get one? Do you think Andrew Cuomo would bring me one? Anyway. Isn't that all of what, like, New York is? I don't know. Neon, you're the New Yorker here. New Yorker. Neil, I read that really differently than it intended because I missed the second line right the first time. I thought for sure you were telling me you eat street dogs, and I'm like, it's a little weird, man. No comments. I don't want to get canceled. Cancel Neon though is going strong. Oh yeah, Neon. I have a I tried bringing this up to Jack, but apparently he didn't find it as funny as I do. Is P4 Golden just Pokemon reskinned? Tell the truth. YFF. Oh. Pepsi Zero. Yes. 100% Roy. The contradiction is that you can't... How can Pepsi be a zero? How you doing tonight, Roy? Remember, Roy. Just remember, okay? Take it. Sorry, it's hold on. It needs to be taken per rectum. That's the rule.
Is this meatloaf?
I kind of got sick of it, Neon. I used to drink it a lot when I was in Texas because it was easy to get, but I kind of really got sick of it. What's it? That's it. That's what. Oh yes, it's Felicium for sure. I didn't think we would be able to actually find it. Heck yeah. The Draconis will be able to fly. Going with this? Yes, indeed. Let's take it back to the Draconis. Let's go quick. Let's go back quickly. That's a pretty good way to be remembered, Roy. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I don't know if I kind of want to be remembered. I don't know. Some days I kind of want to be remembered as a funny person. Don't worry, Neon. We'll always remember you that way. Always. Sometimes I I think for me personally, Roy, I want to remember as a person who made people smile and laugh. Is what I kind of want to be. I need W boots. What are the W boots? Actually, I had read about that tap. That was really stupid and funny at the same time. Escape this dungeon. Fido. Have you been keeping safe and healthy, Roy? That's the most important part, dude. Let's go all resting. I like how it's specifically fatter. Kim Jong-un was never like a slender dude. Allegedly, Geyser. Be careful, otherwise Kim Jong-un will be after you for that. You can't just say what you want, dude. This is not America. You're in Australia. Australia has laws. By the way, Geyser, your man Graham Burke has been running his mouth again. I like that tap. Anime girl specifically. Five to 25 years? Sounds about right. Here's a question, Roy. Who will kill themselves first based on their diet and their lifestyle? Kim Jong-un or George R.R. Martin? And my bet's still on George R.R. Martin doing himself in first. There will never be... I love making fun of Martin fans because I can tell you right now, there will never be... Neon. There will never be an ending to your books. It will never exist. That guy is going to literally eat himself to death over like a plate of nachos. I think it was this one here. I think I got the time code right on this one.
Plate is a plate of nachos I'm gonna put away. And you know my arteries aren't gonna last for another 2 books. Every chip is a scene that I won't write. Ooh, look, it's Daenerys finally sailing off to Westeros. Oh, and look, it's Jon Snow finally meeting his mother. Ooh, and this one's got a jalapeno on it. Why was I talking?
Mr. Martin, George.
Alright, let's go back to it, guys. I'm sorry, Neon. You'll never be able to get the ending to your books. Chips will take him out first. Honestly, Neon, I think the problem is you've never really read good fiction or good fantasy. In that regard either? So like you have this reverence for him that I don't get. It happens to people who don't read other books though, so I get it in a lot of ways. Pretty much, Roy. Like Neon said. I mean, Tap's not wrong here, Neon. For Tap. I don't watch TV though. It's damn sure to restore the fountain. What's going on here? Am I high enough level yet for this? No, not yet. That's the problem, Neon. You just read G.R.R. Martin and just stopped doing anything else, man. There are so many good books out there, man. So many. I always feel bad that I don't read the books I have. I love reading, but I can't bring myself to read it at my house, at home in general. Were they good, Roy? I'm kind of impressed about that. Just spare the Draconis to the Draconis itself. Okay, I think I can do that. I do have a question for you about that, Neon. Did you start reading George R.R. Martin because of the TV show? I'm just very curious. Drew Caption. Those sound so familiar. What else? I think he wrote. He must have wrote. I think he wrote something else, didn't he? Give me a second here. Apparently he's Canadian. Yes, okay. That's what it was. So check this out, Roy. Drew I know I recognize his name. Drew Karpshin is one of my favorite authors, and I've only really read a few of his books. He's the one who wrote the Bane trilogy, Roy, for Star Wars. Hands down, my favorites novels in the Star Wars universe. Hello. Go see the king. Cool. We don't think we can. As soon as the multiplex lens cannon is completed, we can take on Kronos. 100% better than Thrawn. 100 times better than Thrawn, Neon. Thrawn is nonsensical BS with lemurs. And if you've never read Thrawn, find out about the lemurs yourself. What are you talking about, Tap? Honestly, so the extended universe of Star Wars is actually much more interesting than any of the movies are. That's my honest answer about that. Like, you laugh all you want. It is like some of the books are very good. A lot of them are trash. Some are really good. Darth Bane itself takes a look at the Sith side of the story. Fantastic, really good. It is old canon, guys. It's from 28. It's like 2008. The multiplex lens canon will be completed soon. We will defeat Kronos, or whomever is behind these scenes events. Okay. Majesty. Is it completed? Well, what's wrong? The multiplex lens canon itself is almost complete, but we don't have enough lenses for the core. Not enough lenses? Yes, sire. Most of the lenses for public consumption are normally used by the Oberon Corporation. However, Hugo took most of the lenses with him to the Aeropolis. Because of this, we don't have enough energy to destroy the aerosphere. There's no other choice. Is there a solution? A long time ago, King Gravel, our country's founding father, used a special lens as a symbol in some cities. Although there's so much energy, the monster would be worn off by it. I will the king wanted to protect the city and replace him there. King Gravel probably never envisioned his lenses being used by our generation. Well, we will have to use these lenses against the Aeropolis. We shall be doomed without them. George R. R. Martin, Star Wars. Ugh. Marriage's interesting, guys. Thrawn itself is not so much, and it's very much. So Thrawn is all about finding force-sensitive lemurs. Sorry, force-canceling lemurs. Waste of time. Go to Armenia, Hermits, and Cresta to find them. That's our lens short's problem. Instead, you must get these lenses. After you get them, give them to Lee Wine. He's the one in charge of the engineers in the courtyard. Your last hope of counting you, Stan. I'll do my best. We will choose Maria as a refuge in the castle. You should be in the conference room. Over there. But I've heard of these special lenses. Do they really exist? They're probably the prototype crystals. Prototype? What do you mean by that? I told you that our life force with our core crystals, haven't I? Yes, you have. The prototype of crystal is basically a defective core crystal. Defective? The defective is something not pure enough to hold the life force energy matrix within its molecular structure. However, its purity and energy levels are much higher than a common lens. But I imagine those things would exist. Once we have them, we have no time to chat. You prefer wet sci-fi? Yeah, but Tap, you're one of a kind, buddy. Welcome back, Bryce. How you doing?
Is this meatloaf?
Here you go. Where's the lens? It looks good to you, but happened. So my bandit who hides in the forest near Estrada's temple. Bandit? That's where our media was attacked by the monsters. Put the lenses to one off monsters was no myth. It really worked. Put the stolen lens back. Excellent.
And just when you think they're about to break apart, ducks fly together!
Alright, guys. All hail Blockbuster. There you go. Price dead for me. Neon, did you hear? Price bought out every last Blockbuster around. And is now the current owner of Blockbuster.